Alright, I think everything is working. Make a few final adjustments here and there. And hello YouTube land! Shadowcat back with another live stream. Fantastic! Alright, now, if everything is set up properly, I should just be able to come over here and press this. Nope. There we go. That was it. Hey! Glad to have you here. I mean, there's a playback in case you didn't make it, but I'm still glad to have you here. After all, this was your idea. I think I've got most of the live streaming stuff down. It's not too hard, but I'm also not doing anything really complicated yet either. So, as things get more complicated, then I may struggle with it then. I need to get a few of those standard things that every other streamer has. I need to have like a proper waiting screen, maybe some scene transitions, maybe if I even get bold enough a webcam someday. Things for later. But anyway, yeah, I asked what we should be playing today, and somebody came up with a great idea that perhaps we should look at some of the other games in the Humble Bundle that didn't make the list. Obviously, for Humble January, we are doing Doom Eternal, which is terrific. However, this game I was actually kind of excited for, and it didn't happen because Doom was the more prominent title, so yeah. Anyway, we'll take a look at it now. We're doing it live! And in fact, we're doing it so very live that I have not actually started up this game yet. How do I get you started? Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, there we go. Ignore that, and allow crash reports to be sent to the developers so they can make the game better. That doesn't sound like a great way to start this, but okay. Sure, I guess, whatever. Alright. That looks funny. Giant hologram? Fusion power? I don't know. Yeah, Wolves of Midgard is another game that's in there, and hold on, I gotta fix my, my chat because I cannot read it. Pop out. There we go. Maximize and zoom in already. Ah, there we go. Now I can read my chat. Oh, please. There's nothing bad that you can say about me that I haven't heard before. In fact, I've said half of them. And yeah, it does remind me of XCOM's base. Now that you mention it, except this one's orange and XCOM is blue. I gotta do XCOM again. I haven't played that game in forever. That'd be a good series. Alright. Let's get into this. So, I can adjust volume and stuff later on. I'm not too worried about it. It doesn't seem like it's that loud of a game yet. Let's just start new. Story, journey, classic, or tactics. I generally go with medium. Yeah, normal difficulty, whatever it's, made for. Then again, I'm no stranger to this kind of thing. We'll go with classic mode. Why not? Learn by doing. Deep end.
1971. We woke up in a different world, where the Cold War ended along with the Vietnam carnage. All because of the Dome. The Dome. A territory full of anomalous artifacts, phenomena, and organisms. We still don't know what it is. An alien city? Some kind of a testing ground or storage? Whatever it is, no living thing trapped under the Dome can escape it. Yet even this did not stop the research. The major powers created the Cronus Mega Corporation to develop and explore the Dome. Its secrets became a lucrative business. The Spires station was built on top of the Dome to export the artifacts and import supplies and personnel. The city of Crystal Sands grew at the foot of the Dome, eventually becoming a major transportation hub. All this required thousands of employees, and there was no shortage of candidates. Romantics, pragmatists, and adventurers of all trades swarmed recruiting centers around the globe, seeking jobs at Cronus. You were one of those people. In 1976, your application was approved, and you went under the Dome towards the future. Whether a good one or a bad one, only time will tell.
Okay, well that's a cool premise. Could anybody else besides me hear that? Because that seemed really quiet. Okay. So let's take a look at some of this. Look, the onesie never went out of fashion. I guess they installed a door. More importantly, yeah, I get that. Yeah, more importantly, it's not the Thunderdome. So anyone who goes in can come out. I presume. So let's see. Characters. We gotta make a character. What do we got here? So it's an RPG. We got our basic stats. We got brawn and brains. That's cool. Perception. Deafness, guts, fortune, charisma, psyche. And then skills. Light weapons, heavy weapons, high-tech weapons, hand-to-hand, melee, contraptions? Okay. Piloting, medicine, tech, science, criminal, or influence. No, there's no Tina Turner in this game. However, I've only actually met her once. That was in Borderlands 3, and I fell in love the first time I saw her. Now I feel like I want to know more. Alright, so we got more characters to choose from. Character story. Born on a military base, fought as a mercenary in Central Africa. An unpleasant, pathologically unlucky woman accustomed to charging forward in any situation, an avid fan of machine guns and knives. Wait, which game is 1 out of 10? Which game is terrible? Let's see, Martin changed many professions. He was a bouncer, a loader, a stripper. You go, man. An underground pugilist until he finally found his place under the dome. He knows how to fight and how to hurt people, but for some reason others find him very unlikable. Oh, this one, because it has no Tina Turner. Well, I mean, we could make a Tina Turner, right? Welcome to the character creation screen, where you will create a protagonist to plunge into adventures under the dome. Choose a name for your character, then select a wing. Okay, let's figure this out. Proceed. All right. Let's do this. Tina Turner. There we go. We're gonna do this. Now hold on. I gotta find a picture of Tina Turner here so I got something to work with. How am I gonna do this? Let's see. I have an idea. Let me try something new here, okay? Let's try something new. So why don't we go ahead and we're going to pop this out. Tina Turner. Wait, the American Swiss singer? I don't think that's what we meant. I mean, we could do that. We could make a singer. But I'm pretty sure we want the Borderlands version. Oh, do we actually want to make a singer? I mean, we can do that. Okay, hold on. Let me find this then. So we need a picture of Tina Turner. There's one. Wait, Tina Turner from Mad Max? Okay, full disclosure, I've never actually seen Mad Max, so I had no idea that's what you were talking about. Okay. Mad Max. Oh, okay, it's the same person. She was just an actor in the movie. Gotcha. Okay, here we go. I got something. I got some pictures and stuff. Now let's see. Now, how do I do this in OBS? If I click on that, it's going to change that. Okay, I might not be able to do that in OBS. So... Okay, I'm just going to have to work from the picture I got here. That's okay. We'll do it. So she's dark skin, light hair. This picture's got a tiny crossbow, so that's fun. All right, we can work with that. So, dark skin. We've already got that by default. Age, does it really matter? Female, body type. Really? You're already female. Skin, Caucasian. You call that Caucasian? Wow. Okay, not that dark. No. Wow. Lots of options here. All right, hair. Let's go with hair color. We need a light hair. But that's hairstyle. We'll get to that in a minute. Well, actually, no. Let's do that first. I don't think you can actually post links in chat. So, I mean, if you post one, I'm not sure it's going to go through. And no, I'm not pulling up a copyrighted song in the middle of the stream. That would be just instantaneous blacklist. Okay, hair. Hair is kinda poofy. I'm gonna be honest. Hair is like absolutely 80s hair metal cheese. Let's be clear on that one. So, what can we do about that? That's pretty close, actually. No, I'm not gonna do it. Hair color. We need something light, like a blonde or a silver. No, I'm not opening it even once. I know better than that. Can I not get like a blonde or a silver? Tell me that I can get something lighter than that. That's kind of a dark gray. Can I get a light gray or a white or anything better? This is turning out to be a terrible Tina Turner. I mean, I guess that's the best we can do. Features? I can't even tell what's changing. Wait, there was some glasses up there for a moment. Yeah, but Tina Turner doesn't wear glasses as far as I can tell. Okay, never mind. Feature color, who cares? Alright. Attributes. I think I get attributes. This is not hard. Muscle perception, okay. It's probably scars or something. Things that you are never, ever, ever going to see if this is like a tactical game of some kind, because it kind of looks like it. So, we need charisma. Because she's a singer, right? So we got to have some charisma. So we're going to take one low intelligence dialogue. Would you just let me make the character? Wait, choose a wing? Oh. Cronus is divided into wings. These 5 departments are engaged in different activities. Choosing a wing affects the background of your character. Starting attribute values, initial equipment, and answer options and dialogues. Okay. Alright. Then let's take a look. So, orange wing. Looks like this is all criminals. So, Orange Wing was created especially for such people. Its employees are everywhere, providing every kind of domestic service, from cleaning to delivery. So, we get +1 deafness there. Is there one that gives us a bonus to charisma? Guts. Charisma. The Silver Wing. Perfect. This is what we wanted. Good call. So, determine the first priority out of 1,000. Find experts who can suss out the best solutions of every problem, equip workers with the right tools, and ship the necessary materials where they need to go. Every base built and every successful expedition is a testament to the hard work and deep wisdom of the Silver Wing managers. Alright, so we got that. Where are we at? Ooh, charisma is nice and high. I like it. In fact, I like it so much that this seems pretty good to me. These are pretty good stats. Our brain power could be a little bit higher. Also psych. Psi abilities and the resistance towards Psi attacks. Affects initiative, resilience, and learnability, Psi damage, psionics, and science skills. Okay. I don't think I want to take anything out of that. We'll take a point out of perception and put it into brains, though. Just a little bit smarter. Alright, abilities! So, tag skills. And in case of a variety of skills that reflect their prowess in specific areas, be it handling different types of weapons, applying medicine, repairing equipment. We recommend choosing 2 applied and 1 combat skill, but you can select any 3 you want. Alright, so we have 3 points. We have dancing, assassin's regards. Well, you're gonna have to help me a little bit on this one, because, like, I never saw Mad Max. What of these do I want? Formidable shot, crippling shot, suppressive fire, point blank shot? You know, point blank shot isn't just, you know, getting close. Point blank shot could be walking up behind somebody. And she seems like the kind of person that might do that. And yeah, psionics look cool. Maybe we can get into some of that. Well, what are our applied abilities? Maybe this is more useful. You can't remember exactly? You're the only person here who knows anything about it. We were relying on you and you let us down. Okay, maybe I could pull up a character profile or something. Let's see. Tina Turner, Mad Max, Beyond Thunderdome. What was her character? Do you remember that? Hold on. I'm looking up the same thing right now. Let's see. Cast. So, Mel Gibson, obviously, Bruce Spence. Tina Turner as Anti-Entity, the ruthless, determined ruler of Bartertown. Anti is a glamorous, Amazon-like figure who recognizes the strength of character, and Max hopes to exploit his physical power to bring Master under her control. Despite her brutality and Bartertown's chaos, she is an intelligent, cultured woman who holds a hope of one day rebuilding society to its former glory. Regarding the character, Miller said, "We needed somebody whose vitality and intelligence would make her control over Bartertown credible. She had to be a positive character rather than a conventional evil bad guy." Okay, so we need Anti-Entity to be very smart. Also, we need to change the name to Anti-Entity. Okay. Characterization, character inspirations, yes, yes, yes. Skirming political mind secured her leadership over the town. Yes, we've got that. Alright, help build all kinds of different stuff. Her lack of the scientific knowledge about workings of the underworld leads to her inevitable downfall. Spoiler! Okay, so she's not very science-minded. She's just charismatic and creative. Okay, so this is still good. We're still good. We just changed the name, though. So not Tina Turner. we're going with entity. Okay. Now, back to abilities. So she's basically a crime boss. Essentially, more or less. That means that her skill with tech is going to be low, okay. Criminal should be higher, though. Oh, okay, that's how this works. So we can add stars to these. Okay, that's good. We can work with this. So, criminal, influence, survival. There we go. I think. Wait, no. Let's take survival off. Because we still got to get one for combat. And she's good with guns. Hey, Blizz! Okay, so we'll put some points into light weapons. That opens up all of these. By the way, don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, go subscribe to Blizzard's channel. She's got all kinds of other videos out there, too. Alright, so we got Formidable Shot, we've got Crippling Shot, all of these just unlocked with combat. We're going to be good with light weapons. What does that include? Pistols, shotguns, submachine guns. Did I think I saw something over here about shotguns. Did I see something like that? Maybe I only thought I did. Okay, either way, pistols, shotguns, we'll make that work. We've got our applied skills. She's criminal. She's got influence. That's great. Traits. I understand traits. Alright, gun fanatic. No. Salieri? So unsubscribe and resubscribe. It totally works. Let's see. Salieri. You work hard to take by force what is given to others from birth. You even succeed somewhat, but no matter how hard you try, you cannot escape the stigma of mediocrity. Okay, well, anti-entity is not mediocre. Let's see. Penitent? I don't think so. Spirituality? No. Survivor? Maybe. I mean, I'm going to assume that you had to be a survivor to get by in the world of Mad Max. The only survivor of a terrible disaster, which made you an object of interest to journalists. It brought you fame and self-confidence, but old injuries constantly remind you of that day. Well, it's not a perfect background. Oh yeah, I'm really bad at shilling myself. So, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Share the stream out because YouTube ain't going to. And someday I may actually remember to actually do that unprompted. What I should do is just get like a ticker going across the top of the screen that says, don't forget to subscribe here. That way I don't have to actually think about it anymore. Let's see. Well, she's not a vampire, so we're not doing that. She's not a redneck. She's not a Neanderthal. Dark Lord? Plus 20% damage for each companion in the party. Companion learn ability. Oh, well, thank you. That'll show up as both a +1 and a -1 in my my analytics. Ooh, Bossy's in here? What does Bossy do? It's more charisma. Since childhood, you change one leadership position for another, having learned to seek sympathy, respect, and most importantly, obedience from people. However, you are used to the fact that others do all the work for you, thus you're a bit lazy. I don't think that she's going to be lazy, but, you know, whatever. Everything else fits. Let's go with Bossy. This seems good. We are totally making this character. Alright, so, summary. We got anti-entity. The age. I don't know if the age actually matters. Does anyone know how old the character is? Occupation, ruler of Bartertown. Weapons is a crossbow pistol, so she does use pistols. Yeah, I guess that. Anti-entity's age? Okay, well, Tina Turner was 35 when she did the role. You might didn't actually select Bossy. Oh. There. Done. Good catch. Alright, and by default, we're already at 34, so you know what? I'm just going to leave that there. The age is pretty good. So, we have ourselves an anti-entity. I've got to sit down and watch this movie at some point. We've got our abilities. We've got the ability to barter and cheat. So, I mean, that seems right. Crippling shot, formidable shot, point-blank shot, pay with your feet. The ability to run is among one of the most important things for a criminal. Pickpocketing. We've got charm. We've got suppressive fire. All of these things sound good. We'll do a quick little check over again. I think everything is good. We've got our combat traits. We've got our criminal traits. We've got our influence traits. We're bossy. Yeah, we're good. Okay. All this work for a game that I've never even done before. Hey, I can go with that. Psionics is just influence as a weapon. There you go. Let's start this. Nah. We'll keep Psionics as it is. She'll just think hard enough at somebody that they die. Alright, here we go. Conversations. Interacting with different characters is an important part of the game. To start a dialogue, just click on the character, and if they are set to talk to you, a dialogue interface will show up. From conversations, you can find valuable plot information, clues, and even receive tasks. Choose your lines carefully. Careless words can cause resentment or provoke a fight. Well, threaten me with a good time. Okay, one thing to check first. Settings. Audio. I can turn master volume up. Let's do that. GI volume, SFX. Voiceover. Maybe these are voiced. Music we're going to turn down to halfway because we don't want too much of that. Alright, let's see where this lands us. Continue. So, here's us. How about we talk, we're going to talk to everybody.
A man with a mustache and a blue jumpsuit is standing at the window, studying the construction site below through the occasional break in the clouds. His badge reads Igor Patan, planner.
Hello, Igor. How are you?
The blue taps on the glass with one finger and gestures you to come and take a look. Seems like he doesn't speak English.
¿Cómo estás? Let's just talk to him.
Using sign language, mimicry, and all of your artistic talent, you're able to communicate with the planner. Once he's sure you're watching, Patanin points up in the direction of Spire Station, from which you departed a few minutes ago. He sketches the outline of the station on a broad, foggy section of glass. Once he's finished, the blue turns to you with a delighted expression.
Well, at least he's happy to be here. Ask him all these things. He doesn't speak English, apparently. I can only ask him for so much. I'm just going to thank him.
The engineer stops you with a gesture, and after rummaging through his pockets, offers you a small candy. There is a picture of a crayfish on the white wrapper. Is this candy crayfish flavored?
Ew? But I'd hate to be rude, so, thank you.
It's surprisingly spongy and tooth-achingly sweet. You can only wonder what it has to do with crayfish.
Well, at least it's not crayfish flavored. Could you imagine crayfish flavored candy? Or like any seafood flavored candy. I don't want fish flavored candy or anything like that. Yeah, I don't want to eat crayfish at all, much less as candy. Alright, so various actions such as eating food, taking medicines may impose certain status effects upon you. They can last for different times and be positive or negative. Yeah, I know how status effects work. We're playing on classic mode, as in we already have experience playing RPGs. Wait, we have stealth? I have stealth as an ability? I can make use of that. Crayfish candy, time remaining is 2 hours? Plus 3 initiative, though. Alright, who we got over here?
The thin, pale young woman is sitting at the window, leaning against the illuminator. The glass is slightly fogged with her breath. She turns to you. Her shiny badge reads, Tomoko Kimura, physiologist.
Hey, a physiologist. I can get down with that. And yes, everything in Japan is seaweed flavored. I don't get it. It's either seaweed or rice. One or the other. I still want to go, though. A little bit jealous. Alright.
We've crossed the border. No way back now. Even traveling by the funicular wasn't so thrilling.
The white presses small hands to her blushing cheeks.
We've crossed the border. No way back now. It is the Thunderdome! Everybody goes in, but nobody goes out.
You were thinking, why have no children been born under the dome? I've got a working hypothesis, but I'm not ready to share it yet.
She says softly, as if answering a question you didn't ask.
Okay. Well, we've got an extra option here because of our perception. We should definitely follow it.
Kimura peers through the glass in the direction you indicate.
Oh, that's the aircraft that crashed into the dome during the first expedition. I believe that's a wing fragment, and there's some white canvas. What do you think that is? Maybe a parachute?
I guess it depends on what kind of airplane it is. Passenger liners don't have parachutes. Smaller planes do, though.
The white shakes her head, bewildered.
I just can't believe it. It's all true. We're on our way to meet the future.
So you say. Alright, what about crossing the border?
Kimura shoots you a surprised look.
You're familiar with the details of the briefing, right? To put it simply, the dome is a selectively permeable environment.
The white draws an invisible hemisphere in the air.
Inorganic objects may exit the dome without difficulty, but any living creature dies if transported back to the outside world. That's why we're all stuck here for an indefinite period of time.
What? No, it is true. This is the Thunderdome. We all go in and no one comes out. Everyone who tries to leave dies. So there's a science option here, but we don't have that because we are not wise in the ways of science. So we'll just wonder aloud.
Kimura is eyeing the dome's mesh, glittering in the sunlight.
Supposedly, it's something to do with the atmospheric composition, but it's a weak theory. The difference of the air within the dome is so insignificant as to fall within the margin of error. Or to put it more simply, there is no difference.
She shoots a quick glance at the silver and lowers her voice.
I heard a rumor, or a conspiracy theory, that we can leave the dome at any time. We've simply been told we can't. If you ever decide to test this hypothesis, don't forget to leave me something in your will.
Ooh, clandestine. Okay. So I guess all of these people are wearing specific uniforms for their particular wing. He's a blue wing, she's a white wing. I don't remember them being colored, though. But he's got the same as ours, so he must be a silver wing as well.
A guy wearing thick spectacles thrusts out a sweaty hand.
Monty James, Silverwing.
He glances down at your badge.
Ah, it's you. I found your file extremely interesting. And your CV, wonderful. Inspiring, really.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much.
When I had the opportunity to look over the files of my future colleagues, I couldn't resist. I don't want to sound boastful, but silver level clearance has its advantages.
Monty winks.
Okay, well, since you're also silver, we could review files together.
James spreads his arms regretfully.
Ah, you misunderstood. I don't carry the physical copies with me, but I did get a chance to familiarize myself with them. Ask away.
Ooh, we can ask about everybody else in this elevator. Okay, let's do that. So let's start with the White Wing.
Monty presses his plump hands to his chest, as if in prayer.
Tamako Kimura from Osaka, a physiologist. She's young, but already has a PhD.
James moves so close, his lips are all but brushing your ear.
Just between you, me, and that lamppost, Kimura has an older sister, Ayaki. She's currently in jail, and Tamako herself spent 2 years in prison, but that is strictly classified.
Fun. Potential criminal. We could use that. All right, what about Mr. Blue?
The silver smiles and pats the blue on the shoulder. As the man turns to him, Monty raises his fist in some kind of a weird salute.
Gagarin, Sputnik, Cosmos, Mir, Druzhba, Krasin, SSSR.
He says in Russian.
Those are all just the names of Russian satellites and things.
The blue's mustache twitches and his face wrinkles with a beaming smile.
Comrade Patanin is from the Soviet Union. He's a highly qualified construction engineer. Took part in planning the Spire. He's no spy. Supposedly.
Monty explains, turning
okay.
to you.
So blues are construction personnel. Whites must be doctors. Silvers are managers. The dark red over there, or black, I guess, must be the combat division, and I'm not sure what red is. Or red might be the criminal division, actually. But let's ask.
Elsa Olofsson, police captain, City of Stockholm. Former captain, to be precise. Dismissed from service because of a conflicting article. Yeah, conflicting. Let's call it that.
The silver says in hushed tones. The black gives him an unpleasant look, but says nothing.
Or maybe the black is the criminal division. Also, welcome back, Aaron. I did see that you left. We didn't wait on you, though. Alright, how about the orange person? Maybe, I don't know. Let's just ask.
This is,
Monty adjusts his glasses and peers closely at the orange's badge.
Quentin Bisley. Grand Theft Auto 3 times and 1 B&E. He was about to go down for 12 years, so he filed for the Clean Slate program. And look at that. They accepted him right away.
The silver shakes his head in disapproval and perplexity.
Oh yeah, black is definitely the combat division. Orange is definitely the criminal division. 3 Grand Theft Autos and 1 breaking and entering. Okay. Yeah, that made it pretty obvious. Alright, so what about you, Mr. Silver?
Sorry, classified.
Don't tell me
laughs.
classified, I'm a silver too.
He's plainly flattered by your question.
Harvard. Then I worked in the economics department at Supercolor. They produced a special television model for commuter buses. Did you know that? That was my research. What else? Well, I like sports. Water aerobics is a sport, isn't it? I don't smoke and never eat after 6 p.m. Just saying, these kinds of things aren't in the file.
So saying, Monty abruptly falls silent.
Wow, you are a boring person. However, you are fascinating.
The Orange is dressed in a new jumpsuit. The shiny badge on his chest reads, Quentin Bisley, Laborer. He's side-eyeing the screen skeptically. Despite his tired, grim expression, his gaze is open and friendly. However, the general impression is unmistakable. There's something frightening about Bisley.
Oh, there's nothing frightening about him at all. Let's ask him some questions, though. So, we already know how he ended up in prison. How about the things on his wrist?
Quentin raises his hands to examine the devices.
They call them humane handcuffs. How about that? Truth is, there ain't nothing humane about them. They zap you real hard the moment you get your hands on a gun. But they sure look nice.
Bisley lowers his hands again and smirks.
Well, we gotta get those off of you, dude. How are you going to help me shoot people if you had those things on your wrists? No, it's not weird that I'm already thinking about shooting people. It's just the way things are. In fact, it might even be your gun.
A tall woman is watching an ad playing on the monitor, arms crossed. The polished to a shine badge on her black overalls reads, Elsa Olafson, Security Service.
I wonder if she's escorting him.
She glances at you and offers her hand in a businesslike manner.
Greetings. Please take all necessary precautions. By that I mean, don't turn your back on him.
Elsa nods at the Orange.
She's literally escorting him. And we have the option to say he doesn't need to be handcuffed. You out of here, Blizz? Alright. Well, I'll see you later then. Alright, I'm a Silverwing. I can tell them to uncuff.
Elsa's eyes spark angrily.
Are you saying you will take full responsibility for the possible consequences of that order? Was that a nod? Does that mean yes?
Olafson turns to the Orange, produces a key, and unlocks his cuffs in a smooth, well-practiced motion.
Oh, see, there we go. We got the cuffs off of him already. We're one step closer to setting him free and making our own criminal syndicate. So, she's been to jail, she's on my team, he's been to prison, he's on my team. I am already working on making my own gang.
Olafson eyes your silvery jumpsuit and snorts.
Really? I thought you'd be the one to tell me about it. After all, your department has access to all the orders and personal files.
I'm just kidding. I know why he's here. It's fine. I'm just testing you.
Her gaze shifts to the silver standing opposite and then back to you before she turns indignantly to the window.
Oh, we are starting a gang.
Bisley is bopping his head from side to side as if in time with a melody only he can hear.
What?
He asks, continuing to shake his head.
Oh, I was going to ask him how it felt to have those cuffs off, but I guess he doesn't want to talk about it. Okay, in that case, I think we're done here. So, let's try to open the door of an
Stopping by the
elevator in
door's
motion.
porthole, you watch as the ground slowly approaches. It looks brown-black through the tinted glass and smoky blue at the horizon. It almost seems like the clouds are pulling apart there. You can discern the regular pattern of a settlement in the mists, hanging over the northern section. If this is the city, it's nowhere near as miraculous as the brochure. Just a few concrete buildings surrounded by sheds. It resembles the hab pods of a space colony in a sci-fi film. Yet, the scale is impressive. In only 5 years, a small civilization has arisen from these bleak sands to tackle mankind's greatest project.
Yeah, and what project is that exactly? The opening cinematic didn't tell me.
The Blues and Oranges did their share of the physical labor, but the main credit belongs to the brilliant administrators from Silverwing. At least, that's what you were told during the pre-departure briefing. Just as you're about to move away from the window, you notice a whirlwind beginning to form above the ochre plain. The gathering storm drifts unhurriedly above the desert, a crown of green lightning flashing at its core. Clearly no ordinary weather phenomenon. It must be one of those anomalies. You freeze by the window, unable to avert your gaze.
Alright, so options. Stand on tiptoes and try to make out the buildings down below. Stay that way till landing. Stay where you are, trying to see if you can spot the mysterious forefather structures until landing. Or stay there and watch the whirlwind. Or we could leave the window, apparently. I don't know, I want to watch the whirlwind. That sounds fun. That's not something that happens every day, is it?
The outlines of the landing site, blurred by clouds of dust, appear behind the greenish glass of the porthole. The capsule shudders as the braking devices engage.
Hey, JP. Glad to have you here. We're playing a new game. Oh, don't say that. I'm hungry. I could go for a Danish right now. All right, we're free to move about again. All right, camera controls. Rotate with E and Q. We can also zoom with brackets, and it's not tied to a character, so we can use WASD. To return to standard view, use Tab. I'm sure that'll be useful. Is there like a way that I can just walk? Nope, I guess it's click to move.
Come here. Come on now, or you'll miss everything.
A cheerful man in a white lab coat grabs you by the sleeve.
All right, sure.
A badge reading Ludovico Nuzzi, scientific analyst, export department, dangles loosely on his clean uniform, which still smells pungently of washing powder.
Look over there.
He points upward with a sharp, wide gesture and hands you his field binoculars.
Wait, are we looking at the storm? Sure, let's look at the storm.
You raise the binoculars to your eyes.
Okay, that does not look like a Danish. That actually looks really bad. That is not a storm, that is a tornado. Filled with green lightning. That is bad.
Under fourfold magnification, the whirling cloud above the rust-colored plains looks even stranger. Its core glows with flickering green light and flashes rhythmically, and that rhythm seems to form a complicated pattern. Nuzzi bends close to your ear.
Fascinating. Do you want me to bring some filters? If we intercept the red and blue spectrums, we'll see something amazing. It's like a signal, some kind of message.
Well, there's a reconnaissance answer, but we can't use that one. What exactly is it we're looking at?
I don't know.
Ludovico laughs unnervingly and snatches the binoculars from your hands.
I mean, it's obviously a giant tornado.
With the binoculars raised to his eyes, he minutely adjusts the focus.
It's a massive whirlwind north of Concord, and not merely some desert sandstorm. That's an anomaly. I hope it lasts long enough for me to make a proper observation.
How much more of an observation do you want to make? I mean, the fact that you're actually viewing it with binoculars means it's probably close enough to be dangerous. Also, export department? I thought things didn't leave here.
The scientist looks blankly at you, then down at his lab coat.
Ah, this? This?
He lets out a blaring laugh. Ludovico points at the building behind him.
I work in Concord Station, categorizing relics. My job is to classify them by rarity. Then the blues package them, silvers issue the documentation, and oranges move them to the cargo capsule. Just like the one you arrived in.
Nazi points upward.
Then the capsule takes the relics way up there, all the way to the spire, then to Crystal Sands by the funicular. They get auctioned off and turned into money. It's not like I endorse this, but we all like ourselves a good paycheck, right?
I like a good paycheck.
He offers you his binoculars once again.
Do you want to have a look at the spire? It's amazing. But then you can look at the spire anytime. Now that sandstorm, that's what's truly amazing.
Well, we don't know that the relics caused this storm. I mean, just because it's more likely than not, we don't have proof yet. Yeah, we need to go.
Looks from you to the capsule and to the landing terminal entrance.
I actually didn't see The Mummy. I don't see a lot of movies. Stop judging me.
He flings his arms up.
Oh, mi scusi. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. You'd better get going or you'll be late for check-in. Your colleagues are already inside, and the storm is growing stronger. Yeah, the storm is growing stronger.
The White mutters in fascination, eyes glued to his binoculars, which is fixed on the spinning whirl of clouds.
Okay, if the storm is growing stronger, we should probably go inside. This guy's going to get himself killed. Okay, welcome to Concord Station. Throughout the game, you'll perform various tasks, some of which will lead you through the story, others will reveal different aspects of life under the dome. You can always find out the task status and read the details in the data section. Press L. L. Oh, wow. Okay, so pinned quest, 23 hours, 44 minutes, newcomer to Concord. We don't have any other side quests or anything yet. This is all of our information. Our inventory, we've got a scanner, some money, comm bonds apparently. We've got an inactive select drone, an electronic key for doors within Kronos facilities. Insert the receiver mounted on the door frame and the system will verify your access. It is not activated yet. And a third letter from Kronos. Can we open it? Oh, we can. Okay. Please accept our sincerest congratulations. From this day forward, you are officially part of the Kronos ranks. Our foundation is not merely the wealthiest and fastest growing company in the world. Above all, it is an organization of people. Brave soldiers, astute scientists, talented engineers, brilliant managers, and other employees. These people form a huge but cohesive team, and we hope you will soon find your own place in it, and make some new friends along the way. We are all united by a common goal. We believe in a bright future for every human being on Earth, and we're prepared to work hard to achieve it. Thank you for joining us. You think I'm a team player. That's funny. I am many things. A team player has never been one of them. Alright, a vending machine. Should we get a drink? I could use a drink. I would never be an honorary Klingon. I would never survive in Klingon culture. Okay, semi-transparent light panel for Vega Drink's vending machine, adorned with the silhouette of a dancing go-go girl. Selection list of products. There's cherry-flavored Shao soda. Beef-flavored noodle. Ooh, noodles. Oh, I want some noodles. Morning Dunes Lager. It is not even noon yet, I think. What time is it? I don't know. Dark Secret Stout or cigarettes? Well, I don't smoke and I don't drink, so not really interested in those. Oh, but I'm not playing me. I'm playing Anti-Entity. I'm sure she does. We're gonna get a pack of smokes, actually. I bet that Anti-Entity smokes. There we go. Okay, we're good there. Oh yeah, there it is. 7:40. Oh, I bet we can. Okay, so we can actually change time. It is 7:40 in the morning. Yeah, definitely not time for beer. This is a lavatory. Okay, never mind. Don't need to be here. What about over here?
Hello, come up to the desk, please. I'll register.
A tall receptionist watches you from behind his desk with a bored, haughty look. He waves impatiently at you to approach.
Okay, don't get haughty with me. I'm a silver. We invented that.
Noticing your silvery uniform, he offers up his best artificial smile.
Welcome. My name's Dean Rayhead. It's my job to help our new employees settle in. Please wait a moment or two while I register you.
Look, the only way I'm getting on as an honorary Klingon is the same way Quark did. Basically throwing down my weapons and saying, look, you can kill me, but it's not going to be honorable. Because I'm sure as hell not winning a fight with a Klingon.
The administrator slaps himself on the forehead.
Ah, I almost forgot the regulation pre-registration greeting. Just a second.
Rayhead produces a reel-to-reel tape recorder from beneath the desk, rewinds the tape to the beginning, and presses play. The speakers explode with a harsh, crackling sound, over which the tick-tick of a metronome slowly grows louder. Solemn music begins to play, and the administrator's face takes on a serious expression.
Dear employee, on behalf of the Cronus Foundation, I, Administrator Dean Rayhead, welcome you to your new life under the dome.
The administrator clears his throat and continues.
By joining our company, you choose the path of science and progress. You are among mankind's best, and we ask that you live up to this.
Okay, whenever a game says you've chosen the path of science and progress, it's never a good thing. I mean, Half-Life, Portal, BioShock. Think of any others? It's never a good thing. It always ends badly.
Dean squints down at the monitor.
Deserve this title. Do your job honestly. Obey the law. Respect your colleagues and...
The music fades, and the administrator finishes his speech.
And together we will build the best possible future for all mankind.
Dean puts the tape recorder away.
Now that we're done with the official greeting, I'll register you and upgrade your Selectron. Okay?
Okay, well, I can glance around for a moment.
The committee ads didn't lie. The interior of Concord Station looks just like the glossy brochure. The high ceiling is finished with matte light panels. The floor is slightly scratched, but nevertheless washed to a mirror finish. Lights gleam soothingly. It's clean, cozy, and bright.
Man, when they said RPG, I underestimated them. This is like old school 90s and 2000s RPGs. This is actually nice for a change. I haven't played an actual RPG in a long time.
Dean taps his pen on the desk to get your attention.
Time is money, my friend. Please keep your mind on what we're doing until I get you registered.
Yes.
Dean's
okay.
hands hover over the keyboard. He gives you a nod.
Okay, here's my information. Oh, wait, hold on. Pass him a note on which we've written out our information in advance. That's the way you do this.
The administrator squints at the paper in his outstretched hand before setting it next to the keyboard and entering the information into the database.
Business cards exist for a reason.
Rayhet scans the computer screen.
So your position in the waiting list was 63,784. You've been assigned to Magellan Station. A special bus will bring you there after a series of briefings. Please pass me your Selectron so I can update the firmware.
Dean snaps the docking port of your pass to a recess in the casing of his computer.
Again, I've never played Fallout before. I'm gonna get there someday. But yeah, I have seen pictures, and a few people played the original Fallout game. And yeah, this does look a little bit like it with just like better graphics.
The administrator returns your Selectron.
So, colleague, you now have first level clearance, which gives you access to the archives on the administrative level, the warehouses, and basically everywhere else except the secure facilities. You also have admin privileges at most terminals.
Yes, someday.
Dean continues.
All new employees have a short list of tasks to perform on arrival. Do you want to hear all the details or just the short version?
I think we're smart enough to figure out the short version.
Rayhet snorts.
To make it short, get your uniform from storage, your weapons from the armory, pass the Psi abilities test, and complete your weapons training at the training zone. Then learn how to use the scanner, avoid anomalies, and properly catalog anything you observe. Last, go to the waiting room and wait for the bus to Magellan.
That is a long list of things to do, but okay.
Dean sits back in his armchair.
That's it. I hope there aren't any questions.
No, I don't have any questions.
Rayhet claps his hands in satisfaction.
Great.
He reaches for the tape recorder, but thinks better of it.
Protocol calls for a little welcoming preamble, but dash it all, that's nonsense. Welcome to Concord Station.
Thank you for not doing that again.
As he's about to turn away, Dean suddenly remembers something.
Oh yes, I sent your mail to your Kairos. Check your new messages. Well, that's all, I think.
Kairos Mail. So messages sent by various game characters are stored in messages section of your Kairos. They are in the inbox tab. After reading, they're moved to the archive tab. Okay. Mail. Mail. Quests. Hold on. L. Here's data. Oh, wait. Messages. Here we go. Instructions for newcomers. Acquire uniform, self-defense, psi ability training, scanning training, and then go to the landing zone. Okay. So first things first, we need a uniform. And I'm gonna guess it's this guy.
Attention, attention.
Hey, Jeff.
Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
Behind the storage counter, you see a small, neat guy. His gingery hair shines with something like brilliantine. His badge says, Sidney Maynard, storekeeper.
Hello, Sydney.
Oh, what a lovely angel. Came down from the heavens. Good morning, my lady. Is it something urgent? By the way, my name's Sydney. My friends call me Sid, though I prefer a different name. Want me to whisper it to you?
He smiles languidly, leaning on his elbows against the counter. The effect is more laugh-inducing than playful.
Pass.
Never taking his gaze off you, he reaches under the counter, loses his balance, and clips his chin on the desktop as he falls down.
See, you had that coming.
A full minute later, he reappears, grimly rubbing his jaw with a thick logbook. He thumbs through it for a long period, squinting nearsightedly. Eventually, he gives up the struggle and reluctantly puts on his glasses. The silver finally stops and pins down a particular page with his finger.
This is your first uniform requisition, right? You can also purchase any equipment you need for the desert directly from me.
Hey, Tux, don't forget to tip your fedora. All right, let's get our equipment.
Maynard smiles at you over his glasses, practically stripping you naked with his gaze.
Your voice is enchanting, my lady. I could listen to it forever. Right now, you need to listen to me. I am going to give you some instructions. These are the rules.
Okay, I'm tired of you. If you flirt with me again, I'm going to shoot you. I don't have a gun. I'm going to go get a gun, come back here and shoot you, okay?
The Silver puts his glasses back on, embarrassed.
Yes, milady. I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Can you just get me my equipment?
He awkwardly raps the counter with his fingers, as if not knowing what to do with his hands. All of his confidence seems to be gone.
Let's return to the briefing.
Attention.
Do you want to hear it, or shall we proceed directly to uniform distribution?
Damage. Your life will be forfeit.
Let's just go to the uniform distribution, please.
The Silver disappears into the back for a while and returns with a small package. Unfolding the package, Maynard shows you a brand spanking new uniform. A silver suit jacket with coal black shirt and dark trousers. Sidney studies the way the light reflects from the cloth as he lovingly smooths the jacket with one hand.
The Silver Wing uniform is fit for field conditions, just in case. But something this fine, you should treat with care, you know.
He raises a finger.
One more important thing. In accordance with Order 16-225, helmets and gloves are not issued, but they're available for purchase from me. Please bear in mind that a full set includes headgear or a mask, jacket, trousers, gloves, and boots.
Sidney hands you the package.
Here's your uniform. Enjoy.
Okay, so we don't have a helmet or gloves? But you just said that we get gloves, right?
Sidney waggles his eyebrows.
Anything up to a star in the sky, my dear. Here, take a look.
What did I tell you about flirting?
Sidney scribbles something in his logbook.
Please come back anytime if you need something.
Ooh, look at this inventory. We're going to actually have to manage our inventory. I haven't had to do this in forever. Alright, so we got some shoes, we got pants, we've got our office outfit. Backpack? Could be handy. Night watch cap, there's a belt, an entrenching tool. They say shovel, but I know what that is. That is an entrenching tool. Sam the Salmon fish snacks? No. Noodles? We need some gloves. What are the best kind of gloves we can get? Isolator Engineer gloves. These give us plus 10 contraptions. Researcher's gloves, that's science and biochemical resistance. Soldier's gloves, light weapons plus 5. Maybe. Argentum gloves, that's more initiative. And work gloves are more tech. We're gonna go with the soldier's gloves, I think.
Attention. Please handle relics carefully.
So that is 90... Wait, hold on. 750... Oh, wait, that's how many credits he has. Okay. And this is what it's going to cost us. Gotcha! Okay, we got this. Now, as for a belt, do we need a belt? I don't think we really need a belt, do we? We do need a hat, though. And my mouse stopped working. Okay, there we go. Well, I mean, have you seen The Office? Let's see. All right. The Democritus helmet. Energy resistance, biochemical resistance, heat resistance, cryogenic resistance. That is just an armored helmet. What about this one? Night Watch cap. Defense class, mechanized resistance, heat, cryo. +1 authority, though. We could get us some authority. The engineer's cap is evasion, energy, and biochemical and heat resistance. Super color gamma teleglasses. Crit chance, mechanical energy, biochemical heat, and cryo resistance. Or a worker's hat, resilience. Let's get the Night Watch cap for authority. We will tell people what to do. The Archimedes lab belt gives us an additional relic slot. I think the Argentium gloves are for this uniform. Maybe. I'm game for that, though. We can do that, too. I'm good with +1 initiative. Now, as for belts, Soldier's belt is +1 initiative. Worker's belt is +3 encumbrance. Or +1 relic slot. How about we'll take this one. Yes, we can buy his money with our money. Okay, never mind. We're not going to buy his money. That would be cruel and somewhat unusual. Let's see, a capacious backpack. +1 defense, +8 encumbrance, less evasion. Or just an ordinary backpack. We'll get an ordinary backpack. And... ooh, we don't have enough money for that. Belt's gonna have to go away. There we go. So we need 370. I don't know. We'll investigate that in a moment. 78. Go down. There we go. Okay. Now, how about his money? So we'll buy 560 for 560. No, the barter discount does not apply to money. It's worth a shot, though. Okay, we're done here. Now, let's put it on. The last suit we'll ever wear. Cool, I can just double click. Alright, there we go. Backpack, top, bottom, shoes, gloves. Check the equal on top. Okay, I'll check that next time.
Anything urgent, Mr. Krachkov?
Katarzyna, did you mark it as Class 1 again, instead of 2? Look, here's the scanner data. It says the relic is a scientific device.
Wait.
How can we hear them talking through a thick glass floor?
Katarzyna, my dear, you may violate protocol as long as it benefits the company. Take your lead from your colleagues. Correct your report if you have to, and don't act so innocent.
Maybe.
Class 2 fragile.
Okay, where's the armory then? Let's find out. Ah, here we go.
The smell of good tobacco wafts off this tall, portly woman from a meter away. A black lacquered pipe, an open logbook full of signatures, and a metal flip calendar sit on the counter in front of her. A small nameplate reads, Margarita Tkachenko.
Tkachenko. Sounds kind of Russian, vaguely.
The woman fixes her coppery hair with one hand and casually lights her pipe.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Her voice is deep and gravelly.
I need my personal sidearm.
Margarita thumbs back a couple of pages in her logbook.
I see. This was your first receipt.
She glances at her Kairos, looks at you, snorts, and retreats to the shelves. A couple of minutes later, Tkachenko returns holding a small pistol. She puts the gun on the counter and strokes the Bakelite grip with a strange affection.
Pistols are good. Not for everyone. One needs a special skill set.
The Black draws the slide with a snap, pops out the magazine with an almost imperceptible movement, and slams it back in place.
It's reliable. Has a nice heft, too, so even if it jams, you can always smack him on the head with it.
Tkachenko slides the pistol across the counter.
Okay, we have options. So we can accept the fire alarm carefully with the barrel aimed downwards like we were trained. Take it in one hand, point at her and declare, "This is my turf now." Grab the weapon and sling it over my shoulder. Or say I'm no good with light weapons and need something new. No, we're definitely going with light weapons because Anti-Entity uses guns. Specifically crossbow pistols, but we gotta take what we can get. Yeah, but 2 could be fun. No, we're not gonna do that because she's got the advantage there, because she's got all the guns back there, and probably bulletproof glass between her and me. That would be a losing fight. So we're just gonna play along for right now. I know it might be game over, but that could be fun. All right, let's just go ahead and press 1.
Margarita drags on her pipe and releases a puff of thick yellow smoke.
I see you know the rules and won't cause problems.
Of course not. Yet. How about servicing the weapon? Do you do that too?
The Black points at a poster on the wall behind her.
Can you see what's written there? Clean and oil. I have nothing to add.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you for the gun.
The armorer shrugs, puffing indifferently on her pipe.
It's the least I could do. We have a requisition list from the Silvers. For free, you receive only rubbish. If you want the real deal, check out the weaponry shop. Or me.
Okay.
Leaning over the counter, the Black points somewhere off to one side.
Now it's time for your training. Fatherby is already waiting for you by the big gate. He's a bit dotty, but a good man nonetheless. But before the training zone, go see that wizard guy with his toothpicks. Be careful around him, though. Don't let him pitch you a line. Psychic my ass.
She winces in disgust.
Okay, function keys. Encased in several modifiable keys that will make your gameplay much more comfortable. Hold Shift to view more detailed tooltip. Control to attack characters indoors. Alt to highlight interactive objects. Ooh, Alt sounds good. Look at that. You should not have told me this. Because now I'm going to use it, like, all the time. What's on TV? Kronos propaganda videos on every channel. Just like home. Okay, so are you like the gun store?
Well, you've got quite an aura.
A lean Silver with thick black hair and a huge cigar clamped in his teeth is sitting in front of you. As you approach, he flashes a sly grin and slowly raises an outstretched hand above the table. Something really weird happens. All the paper clips, pencils, scattered toothpicks, and bits of trash float up from the table and hang in the air. The silver badge reading Andrei Mihai, Science Instructor, floats up as well.
Okay, so he's our psionic guy. Actually, we have the psionics to play this game. Maybe we should have taken those points out and put them into something else. But, I mean, we're here now. We have mind powers.
You thrust your hand forward, and your outspread fingers emit barely visible sparks of energy. Pencils, paper clips, toothpicks and pistachio shells dance chaotically in the air. The Silver sticks out his lower lip as if to say, not bad, and gives you a thumbs up. The objects clatter back onto the table.
Here for the briefing, huh? Shall we get to it?
He takes the cigar out of his mouth and exhales a lush cloud of smoke.
All right, let's get through this.
The Silver props his elbows on the table.
Anyway, here's the deal. It's more profitable for people with a high psyche to study psionics. Give me your hand.
No. Why do you want my hand?
Not waiting for an answer, he grabs your hand with strong, dark fingers.
Rude.
He jerks his hand back at once, then touches you again, carefully and distrustfully.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know you've got one hell of a talent, huh? Slimy little bastard, you. You want to take my office, I know. But you sure got some power there.
Look, if I wanted to take your office, I have a gun. I could just shoot you.
The Silver takes a thin glove covered in talc from his desk and passes it to you.
Look, a glove, right? But it isn't just a glove. This is an ooh mama hold me tight glove. It takes energy from your noggin, your psyche, and pew concentrates it.
He counts off on his fingers.
Learn psionics. Put on the glove. Transform energy into the necessary shape. That's the whole briefing. Simple? Simple. Now to your questions, huh?
Ooh, do we actually want to ask him anything? We could ask him to show us a trick, but I'm pretty sure that I don't care about what he has to say. This guy gives me the creeps. He's a creepy guy. Or ask him about psionics and origin. I am a little bit curious as to where exactly psionics came from in this world. This is supposed to be Earth, just like an alternate Earth. Where did psionics come from?
The Silver takes a pull at his cigar and releases a self-important puff of smoke.
Psionics. It's a gift for all of us. The forefathers took off someplace. Poof, gone. Only the dome remains. And this. Psionics, huh?
He rocks back in his armchair, puffing on his cigar. The toothpicks again slowly rise up from the table. Mihai spreads his dark hands. Toothpicks hover around his head in a kind of halo.
Scientists say everyone has an organic skill called psyche. You have it, I have it, everyone has it, huh? Big psyche? You got talents. Small psyche? No talents. You'll need to carry a lighter all your life.
Okay. And yeah, I did Mass Effect a few months back. I didn't really do a whole lot with biotics. Mostly because I didn't entirely understand biotics until, like, way late in the game. And even then, I was more apt to just take biotic teammates with me and let them handle all of that stuff while I just shot people. Because, I mean, I did get pretty good at shooting people. I don't care about his trick. We're leaving. Now, we need to head to the range. That's the registration desk? No. Registration desk was back this way. Yeah, that's where we came in at. Where is the shooting range? I don't know. Hold on. Do I have a map? I have a map! Where the hell am I? Okay, I'm here. No. Ecozone. I did see the numbers on the floors. So that's 2. That's 3. Ah! 4 is over there. Gotcha. Thank you. No, wait, no. The world is vast and divided into many separate locations, some which may be temporarily yeah, I get that. Okay, over here. What?
As you reach to open the sliding door, an engineer in a bright blue jacket stops you.
Hold on there, Chief. It's out of order. See?
No, I didn't see.
You're a newcomer, right? It's a straight-up open house here today.
He offers you his hand. According to his badge, this is Maxim Penkovsky, technician.
Whole lot of Russians in here today.
The technician slaps the door with one hand.
You have to wait until I'm done. Some orange jammed up the lock with chewing gum just for a laugh. They're like animals, those oranges, marking their territory. If you ask me, they're too gracious about those bastards in Crystal Sands.
And what is Crystal Sands? Oh, wait, I can actually mouse over these things. City at the foot of the dome. It is from here fresh provisions, weapons, and equipment, and new Cronus employees are delivered from Spire Station. So this must be here. We must be in Crystal Sands. Alright, so if I can't use the door, where can I go?
Penkovsky chuckles.
Looks like you don't get it. Tons of relics pass through Concord. The base is laid out to make everyone walk a single route, with the top level as separate as possible from the bottom. You get the memo?
I did not get the memo.
He turns back to the lock.
So in the meantime, take a load off. Have a coffee. Loosen up. Watch the storm through the window. You'll be seeing a lot of those out here.
Oh wait, so they're common?
Maxime extracts a thin, sharp, precision probe from behind his ear and dangles it in front of you.
Though there's another way. You want to learn something about picking locks? It's a useful skill in all sorts of situations.
He looks at you expectantly.
I do want to learn how to pick locks, and we haven't been given a job yet. We're still doing our orientation here. Yeah. I'd like to learn how to pick locks.
The blues getting excited.
All right, looky here.
Penkovsky presses his pick lock, and an odd device resembling a hybrid of a screwdriver and a can opener into your hand.
Using a mechanical pick lock is easy peasy. No special skill required. They wear out after a few locks. While the old-fashioned kind is another thing entirely. Cheap, one use. But one has to know how to use it right. That's a tool for a master.
Maxime takes out another pick lock and crouches by the door. He gives you a quick lesson on how to pick a lock.
I was never good at picking locks. I tried. Was never good at it. I do know how, though.
By the way, you can carry your tools in your belt. It's much handier to have them right there.
Penkovsky shows you his utility belt, where he keeps all kinds of tools and gadgets.
Actually, finding tools under the dome is no problem at all. There are even devices for hacking terminals and so on.
Maxime hoists up his belt. The blue solemnly raises his index finger.
And one more thing. Always use brand name stuff if you can. Groovy produces good kits. Modus and Supercolor do too. They've all got fat contracts with Cronus, so they care about quality.
I mean, he's right about that. If you can buy a brand name thing, go for it. It's usually worth it.
He looks at the door again.
Damn these locks. Though I'd rather be doing this than fixing hab pods. Those are a real pain in the ass.
Oh, do tell.
Penkovsky gives you a patronizing look.
Because they're poorly made. Warped from the heat, and the filters aren't worth a damn. The modules were constructed by marketing managers, not engineers. Building a city in the desert was also their idea. This project is all about PR. Cronus wants to show the world how tough they are.
Well, I mean, it's working. Okay, locks and lock picking. Throughout the game, you'll come across locked doors or containers. Fortunately, they can be unlocked. Use the right button on a locked door, select the desired ability from the list, use the special lock picks, or using special lock picks increases the chances. Or we could just break it down. Probably not a good idea with her sitting right there. So,
I repeat, get a lockpick and attach it to your utility belt. And then, apply it to the door. Yes, apply is the proper word.
Okay, right, gotcha. What do we got here? Spectre Psychokinetic Psi Glove. Okay. So let's put that in our left hand. And we'll put the gun in the right hand. I think anyway. Did I do that right? Yeah. We're not doing cross draw on this one. There's a time and a place for cross draw. This ain't it. Electric lockpick or simple lockpick?
In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
So how do we add this to our belt? Oh wait, we don't have a belt. So we can't add it to it. So we're just going to do it this way. Insufficient ability score, required ability rank 1.
Our honest work will make the world a better place. World a better place.
It's locked.
I repeat, get a lockpick and attach it to your utility belt.
I don't
And
have a
then,
utility belt.
apply it to the door. Yes, apply is the proper word.
I looked, I didn't buy a belt. I don't have a utility belt.
Handle relics carefully. In case of
Wait, maybe I do have a belt? Add to belt? What did that do? Oh wait, there it is, down there. Okay, so it's a hotkey. All right. Lockpick. Door.
You're doing great. All right, off you go. I'll keep working on this lock because of that orange. Hey-oh.
Okay, thank you, Blue. I wonder, is there a way to just, walk? There is not. Everything is click to move.
Welcome Under the Dome, an amazing excursion to a world of new technology and the riddles of an ancient civilization. Listen to this information, useful for all wings, and receive a colorful leaflet.
Receive a colorful leaflet. I don't want a leaflet. Norman Potter.
Welcome Under the Dome, an amazing excursion to a world of...
You don't cast magic, do you? The stubby black's face brightens up at your arrival. Norman Potter's written on his badge, a plastic peace sign next to his badge, in violation of regulations.
Greetings.
Hello, sister. Did you know that 2 out of 7 Cronus employees die violently? We House of Kindness activists want to change that. Oh, good God. He's an activist. He gives you a hand sporting a couple of friendship bracelets. I am not wearing that. Alas, I don't have any more leaflets, but don't worry, I'll tell you about the non-lethal weapons and how to defeat an opponent without killing them. Never mind, I'm interested again. Okay. Tell me about this. Okay. When you arrive under the dome, you're issued a weapon. Yes, a hippie security guard. But they never explain that almost any kind of weapon can be used or can use non-lethal ammunition or attack methods. Non-lethal ammunition causes severe fatigue. After several attacks, the enemy may be knocked unconscious. Non-lethal weapons include tasers, pepper spray, and tranquilizer darts that can also be acquired under the dome. There's also martial arts techniques that only take the enemy out of action without killing. Remember the main thing, if you want to win without killing, you have to exhaust your opponent. Okay. I was actually going to chastise you on the whole peace symbol thing, but you know what? I'm just going to leave it at that.
Have a good one.
So, non-lethals.
Spas and therapeutic saunas.
I mean, I want to have the option at least.
Sure, I'll come here in a year.
And a janitor's cart. What's in here?
This is Victoria Legrand, and the dome from the inside.
A broom.
See you next time.
Well, they say mop, but whatever. Disinfectant. And a piece of cloth.
Attention. Please handle relics carefully.
Ah, you're out of here?
In case of damage,
Well, it was good to have you here, Aaron. We'll see you around. Alright. I'm taking the disinfectant. I'm taking the cloth. You never know. Might come in handy someday. Actually, I keep forgetting that I can look at a lot of things. Yeah, there's a locker that was back there, but that's in his room, so I mean, we weren't going to get away with that. A drink machine, trash bin. There's nothing in the trash bin. It's worth a look anyway. If other games have taught me, you check everything. Alright, let's go talk to this guy.
A middle-aged black is sitting behind the counter with his hands in his lap. The buttons and zippers on his uniform are polished to a shine, and even his badge, Winston Botherby, Instructor, has been buffed so much it hurts to look at it.
Get a hobby, dude.
Botherby frowns as you approach.
Your first act is being late for the briefing. Are you going to be late for your funeral as well?
I could be. Don't test me. Yeah, well, I'm here to receive my mandatory training.
The black looks you over.
Yes, I see the weapon received check mark. Looks like you are fully prepared to disappoint me. You are prepared, right, employee?
Prepared to disappoint you? Absolutely, every day.
Botherby leans over the counter and directs you to the doors.
Behind this door is a combat simulation computer. Launch it and begin your course.
He raises his index finger.
The conditions in the training zone closely simulate those one would experience in the field. Your goal is to avoid getting lost and dying of dehydration. And try to aim the barrel away from yourself when shooting.
Can you remind me which end the bullet comes out of?
Pulling a notepad from his pocket, the instructor jots down your name.
Your goal is to hit 3 targets. I'm going to monitor you and advise as necessary. And try not to burst into tears. That's all. Go ahead.
Does that happen often? Okay, to the training grounds. Public terminals. So we'll have to interact with various computers. Terminals can contain useful information. Turn on disabled mechanism. Open doors. If you accidentally or intentionally killed one of the main characters, then information on how to progress further in the game can almost always be found in their terminal. I can kill story key characters. Okay. That's interesting. I've only known one other game where you could get away with that, and that was the Wizardry series. That's interesting. I'm very curious about that. Okay, preparing for combat. Make sure you're prepared. Check your companion's health. Move weapons from inventory into hand slots. Load your gun if necessary. Ooh, I didn't check to see if it was loaded. Prepare medicine to counter health damage. Consider the sequence of your actions in the direction of your attack. Or, well, just make a bloody mess. Hold on a second. Hold on. Is it loaded? And do I have any extra magazines? Do I have to keep track of my ammo? Unequip, upgrade, reload, unload. Unload. That's an option. Oh, I bet that's to change ammunition to, like, non-lethals. That is a nice little detail. Good job on these guys. Welcome to the Sherman Holographic Combat Emulation System. Select a program. Alright, the picture slowly changes. Looking closely, we can see lines being rewritten by one by one. Alpha Squad enters the battle. Alright, turn-based combat. This looks familiar and was one of the reasons why I really was actually kind of excited about this. It has a turn-based combat system. The move sequence of your opponent's allies and yourself is determined by initiative. Action points are spent on moving, using abilities, and attacking. If after performing your desired action you still have some action points left, you can spend them on increasing your defense class by clicking on the cover button. Or you can just finish the turn and save them for the next one using space. You can save your points? That opens up a lot of tactical options. Alright, so we have some holograms. Let's get a good look at our environment here. Ooh, red barrels. The obligatory red barrels. What is this? A thunder electric mine. A refrigerant barrel. Alright, well there's all kinds of bad things around here. Now it looks like cover is not an inherent thing. So just because I stop by this wall doesn't necessarily mean that I get cover. Ooh, and every square is an AP used. Alright, so we have 7 AP to start with and a maximum of, I don't know, 15? Give or take? How much is it going to take to fire? Looks like it takes 3 to fire. So if we move 4 spaces, we can still take a shot. So we'll move here. And take a shot. Ooh, got him. Oh, and then he ran right over here. And we've been shot twice. Okay, in almost every battle you are surrounded by interactive objects, traps, pools of toxic goo, flames, or a barrel of fuel that can be thrown up or blown up with a well-aimed shot. All this can give us an advantage or conversely complicate your life. Yeah, I get that part. New round. So first things first, I'm going to shoot you. Got him. Now. I still think he's got a long way to run in, but if he's got a gun, he can shoot me too. So we can always crouch down, right? Okay, that uses the remainder of our points. So I'm going to pull back to here. And we'll save 1 point. Oh no, he's got a stick. And they keep shooting me. Looks like I'm not getting hurt by anything, though. Alright, so I should be able to use all of my points. Oh, there is a take cover option. It's right down here. You just use it to increase your defense class. But I'm going to go ahead and take you out. And I don't have enough for another movement. So, or another shot. We're getting shot a lot, though. Time to move. Let's get up here. And he walked right into that one. Now, I got a plan. We're going to move back over here. And And we're going to wait. Perfect. Alright, we've got 8 points. It takes 3 to shoot the gun. So, I'm going to step out here. Since cover doesn't really seem to be a thing. 1, 2. Good enough.
This is the dome from the inside with me, Victoria LeGrand.
Okay, so make sure that you don't have a weapon drawn when you start talking to someone. Nobody likes to have a gun poked in their face. Unequipping a weapon isn't necessary. Just left button to click the weapon icon on the panel at the bottom of the screen, and the character will holster it on their back or their belt.
As you can see, there are endless salt pans.
Okay, so we do have our gun out.
The sun reflects blindingly.
Okay, and now the gun is put away.
The air is as dry as a nun's gusset. What an
Botherby nods grandly.
You made it through training without making a total fool of yourself. Congratulations. I'll send a report up the chain about your completely unanticipated success. You're dismissed, employee.
You know what? She was right. You are an asshole. Okay.
There will soon be a real
So,
reward city.
that was 4... There was a 5 on the floor somewhere. Yes, over
Listen to
here.
this information, useful for all wings, and receive a colorful leaflet.
Will feel like a real
Run!
Victoria LeGrand and the dome.
And you are... Who? Oh, we still gotta go through scanning training, too.
You see a tall scientist in a white lab coat, bathed in the dim lamplight. He almost appears to be hovering above the laboratory floor. The man turns at your footsteps. He's holding a paper clipboard and a pencil. His shimmering silver badge reads Sebastian Van Olden.
Definitely not Russian.
He glances from you to the glittering watch on his wrist.
I want us to respect one another's time. Please speak loudly, clearly, and to the point. You must be the newcomer I was told about. Nice to meet you.
Yes, I am the newcomer.
Finished with his unusual greeting, he offers you his thin hand.
Alright, I'm here for the briefing.
The scientist puts the clipboard aside, raises his watch for a closer look, and sets the timer. He shows you his watch dial.
According to the rules of this briefing, I have to touch on a large number of topics. Therefore, I will do so very briefly. Do not interrupt me. When I'm finished, I'll answer your questions. Within regulations, of course.
Sebastian produces his handheld and clicks some buttons.
I checked your scanner. It's working and is connected to the Minerva database. Everything you scan will earn you Kronos or Forefathers knowledge points.
The instructor watches you with displeasure.
Are you listening? Scan everything that might be of scientific interest. First of all, anomalies. They could be dangerous. Make sure to always have medication with you.
He places a canvas pouch in your hand.
This pouch is full of bolts. You can temporarily discharge an anomaly by throwing a bolt into it. It's primitive, but reliable.
Van Olden pushes a button on his stopwatch.
So, my oral briefing fell within the allotted span of time. Any questions you want to ask me?
I don't need to know what the Minerva database is. That seems pretty obvious. Knowledge points? Okay, I didn't even remember that being in the speech.
The white scowls in annoyance.
Do you know anything at all? What did you come under the dome for anyway? You get knowledge points for scanning objects. For scanning anomalies and relics, you receive Forefather points. Scanning the company's property and employees, living or dead, earns you Kronos knowledge points.
He explains with a sagacious expression.
Okay, I guess that is pretty obvious.
You can exchange knowledge points for medication and equipment as part of the volunteer research program. Are you ready for the next part? The clock is ticking.
The instructor taps his watch meaningfully.
Okay, more details on how to scan anomalies. We're going to go do that, so we'll learn by doing. Useful medications for researching anomalies? This all seems pretty obvious. I think we're ready to go.
The scientist glances at his watch again.
You're within the time limit for questions. The next step is training in the artificial ecozone.
Well, I mean, I think dead is just dead. Alright, so the next step is the artificial
He
ecozone,
rests
okay.
one finger on the button in preparation to start the timer.
You're going to go downstairs and scan relics. I will be monitoring your progress. Please note there are several radioactive anomalies in the ecozone. These are the same conditions you'll be working in the field. Radioactive zones and relics are quite common under the dome.
He smoothly extracts a jar of yellow pills from his pocket.
Here's your ARAD 3. And one more thing. Just a moment.
ARAD 3. So, yeah. Anti-radiation pills. Iodide.
Welcome under the dome. An amazing excursion to
Okay, dude, I'm waiting for you. Are you coming back? I guess not.
Sure, I'll come here in a year and we'll feel like a real queen. This is Victoria LeGrand.
Please stand by for decontamination to end.
See you next time.
Okay. Scanning. So we have the ability to scan things. Perform scanning, select the ability on the panel, then click on an object you want to scan. Pretty standard.
Von Olden gestures back at the ecozone.
You haven't completed scanning everything yet. Finish the task first.
Okay, fine, whatever. I don't like you. Hey, there's a medkit over here. If you're gonna leave it, I'm gonna steal it. Angelone capsules. Steroid drug with mixed effects. Promotes increased blood flow to muscles and brain for a short period of time. Increases reaction rate, sharpens perception. Do not use during the recovery period. Medkit. Rad force. And more ARADs. Take everything. Anything else over here that I can interact with? Nope. Alright, let's get down there then. Alright, so we would need a shovel for that. We didn't buy a shovel. However, we can scan this. Okay, maybe not.
Be careful around the anomalies. Touch one of them and you'll be injured.
Alright, so the world under the dome is full of strange hazards. Yeah, I get it. Don't touch the glowy things.
Toss a bolt at the anomaly to discharge it.
Toss a bolt into the anomaly. Bolt throwing. Okay. There we go. Now can we scan it? Wait, it came back. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I don't want a gun. Put the gun away. Throw the bolt. Now. Scan it. Well, this is not working very well. I'm a terrible employee. Oh, no, would you get back here? Okay, well, I mean, we're slowly making our way through here. But we're not getting any scans. Maybe we can scan the relic? Okay, there we go.
A successful scanning attempt. You're doing all right so far. Go ahead.
All right, so avoid the anomalies, scan the relics. Got it. And it looks like I can move pretty well and just automatically avoid the anomalies.
Don't touch the relics with your hands, employee. Use your scanner. Radiation. Don't touch the relics with your hands.
Okay, getting a lot of radiation.
Use your scanner. Radiation sickness will not add to your knowledge.
So, did I do it? Alright, now let's get this.
Don't touch the relics with your hands, employee. Use your scanner. Radiation sickness will not add to your knowledge.
Oh, okay, here we go. Scan requires scanner. Gotcha. Alright, let's try this. Let's throw another bolt. Do I have another bolt? Throw the bolt in the anomaly. Thank you. Now go scan.
Journal entry. 2 objects scanned.
Okay, 2 objects scanned. Let's scan this one.
Toss a bolt at the anomaly to discharge it. Journal entry. All 3 objects have been successfully scanned.
Okay, let's get out of here before we grow a third arm. Actually, no, a third arm could be handy depending on where it is.
Sebastian meets you on the platform.
Your finishing time is within the acceptable range.
That was acceptable. You have loose standards.
He clicks the stopwatch button, fixing the result time. The scientist turns back to his notes.
Not bad. One question. You observed several anomalies while scanning. Why do you think they appeared? I'd like to hear your opinion.
I have no idea. Does it matter? Retort that you don't give a fig about the reasons. White Wing is putting a high-value asset, a manager, in danger. Yeah, I don't like this guy. I'm gonna be rude to him.
The scientist assumes a superior expression.
I knew you'd come up with something like that. I see you understand nothing about the nature of anomalies. So let me add a couple of points.
He glances at the shimmering blue light in the eco-zone.
The truth is, we don't know the precise reason for these phenomenon either. We actually know nothing, no matter how much we try to convince ourselves otherwise.
Sebastian points a thin finger at the clustered lightning.
I personally believe that the anomalies are the dome's security mechanism. The ones you saw are relatively harmless, but there are different anomalies in the desert, phenomenon that toy with the human mind.
Okay, but I have psychic powers, so I'm good.
Van Olden clasps his hands behind his back.
I know you don't care, but I'll say it anyway. Scientists today are required to be wonder workers who can heal cancer with a wave of their hand and solve the secrets of the universe during their coffee break. For some reason, no one wants to understand that fundamental science is always an investment in the future. It produces no answers here and now.
The White's gaze strays back to his clipboard.
If something terrible happens under the dome one day, and I'm sure it will, science will protect no one. That is all. Off you go.
Alright, and there we go. We're done with scanning training.
Please stand by for decontamination to end.
I told you that in a year.
So that should be the last thing we were required to do, right?
Sipping a margarita right on this spot.
Let's see. No, not here.
Sounds like a
This
sci-fi
one.
story, but we aren't strangers to sci-fi here.
Alright, so our pin quest, newcomer, and Concord. So, yeah. We got our uniform. We got our weapon. We got our psi abilities. That's important. We've got our weapon training. We've got scanner training. We're good. So now we just head out this way. And there's nobody here. Well, I mean, we are just supposed to wait for a bus, I think. Yeah, that I gotta get his attention. Can I get his attention? Short, skinny technician is working among the warehouse shelves, his eyes glued to the stacks and stacks of cases. He is frantically writing something in his notebook. His name says Marek Denkovsky.
Why do you keep bothering me?
You clap him on the shoulder, but he just hisses in your direction without looking. Abbott, please. It's not funny anymore.
Come back again.
Okay, I don't need anything from him.
Hey, you're at it again, asshole.
Okay, you got me, Butch. Old habits. You know that.
Shall we continue?
Continue my ass. Free deal. Everyone gets 3 bolts.
Hey, come on now. Start over. He only did it once.
No, Butch is right. I ain't gonna argue with him.
Course you ain't, you slime ball. If I find out you cheated, your mama won't ever see you again.
None
What
of
do we
our
got
mothers will ever
here?
see any of us again. Damned dome. I'm all right. I'm dealing.
Ah, they're betting over bolts, apparently. Why? I don't know. So we just have to get on a bus now, right? I think so. There's another janitor's cart over here. Anything interesting? A bar of soap. Take it. You never know. Could be useful. Okay. A Kronos coffin. Well, it's empty, so obviously there's no reason to even, look in it, but I'm going to anyway.
Attention, attention.
Um,
Handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be
An impassive man, his long gray hair in a bun, smokes a cigarette, dropping ash on his boots from time to time. His headphones hanging on his neck produce some metal music.
Oh, hello there.
A dull badge in his chest reads Nelson Cunningham, Burial Manager. He takes a cigarette out of his mouth. Hi. Feeling good, huh? It's professional interest, uh-huh. Okay, yeah, this guy can't speak. Never mind. So, I guess all we really have to do is wait for a bus, right? Or is there somewhere I should be going? Oh, maybe I should be going out this way, actually. Okay.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Lady. Stop blinking like a dummy. Hey, you. Yeah.
Yes, I'm
you.
right here.
Lady. Stop blinking like a dummy.
So before you see a large, hairy orange with funny, round little glasses. He has a pack of fish snacks in his hand. He dips a finger in it, carefully fishing out small pieces. Daryl Gilmore, loader, says the badge on his chest.
Oh, good day.
He resettles his glasses on his nose and looks quickly around, then puts an arm around your shoulders and pulls you to him. Long story short, kitten, I have one offer. A business offer, if you smell what I'm cooking. Okay, here's the thing. You see that hall behind my back? I just returned from there, from shipping. I moved some crates. They weren't sealed for transit yet, so I checked a few of them out. And looky, there are relics inside. I thought they were rubbish at first, but no, these are solid relics. Category 2. Hold on. He scoops a handful of orange-dyed, crumbled something out of his pack and puts it in his mouth. He chews, swallows, and then goes on. Anyway, I can't get to those crates. There are guards in there now. But you look like the sort who easily blends in. Would you sneak in like a ninja and grab something that's lying about? Don't forget about me, of course. The orange crumples his pack and rummages around for a few more snacks. Fresh out. Son of the bitches. The main thing you should remember is to go quietly. Don't get caught on camera. And don't let the guards see you. It's gonna be okay. I don't know, what do you think? Should we go and steal relics? I mean, we're not exactly in here for the good guy thing in the first place. Ooh, we can actually barter with these guys, too. He's got a shiv. And a lockpick. And a shear blade. Probably don't want to tangle with him, actually. Besides that, he doesn't have any money, so probably not doing any business with him. Yeah, why not? Dare I say, why not? Daryl claps you on the shoulder. Way to go, kitten.
I hope to see you again soon.
Alright, so stealth mode is the H key, allows you to steal and move about without being detected by your opponents. While in stealth mode, watch the detection indicator displayed above the character. Once it's full, you will be detected. Alright, well, I like stealing stuff.
Well, what? Again?
Alright, there's a badge in the chest of the black with an inscription, Danis Ketch, guard. He stops you with a gesture. Where are you going? Gate 1 is a restricted area. Come on, get out of here.
It was nice chatting.
Oh. Well, I thought I might at least get through the gate first. Maybe not. So where are we supposed to go? I have no idea. Maybe if I go back up to the beginning. Not there. Over here. Alright, well that is kind of a nice thing about this. I can just indicate where I want to go and go there. Alright, well, I did everything.
Dean looks up from his screen and gives you a perfunctory smile.
And he is not helping. Alright, well, let's check this then. So, 3, 4, 5. We went through there. Oh, wait, the garage door. That's probably where our bus is. Okay. So, I just need to get over there somehow. I can do that, I think. Yeah. Let's see if I can get over here.
To a world of new technology and the riddles of an ancient civilization. Listen to this information, useful for all wings, and receive a colorful leaflet.
Ah, there's a door.
Ed, spit it out. I can see that something's bothering you.
Well,
Another janitor's cart. Ooh, what is that? A case with papers? I'm curious. An inactive spherical relic. Taking that. Money. Take them all. And a report on stolen relics. This is an official form, neatly filled in by the firm hand. Judging by the stamps and signatures, it's been certified by a top Blackwing official. So this case must have belonged to a Black. Now, I wonder if he just saw me do that. Either way. You press your select drone against the access point, which responds with a hostile buzz. Your select drone has been temporarily suspended, says a crackling loudspeaker.
How can I help?
A tall guard and clean and carefully pressed uniform addresses you in a soft voice. The badge on his chest reads, Head of Security. He's studying you with a disapproving look. He wipes the lint off of your shoulder, adjusts the collar of your jumpsuit, and says, "Your uniform could use a wash. Badly." I literally just got it. How could it need a wash already? I'm Adolf Schmitz, head of security service. You were to be sent to Magellan, but there was a change of circumstances. And he nods towards the door behind him. I've got an urgent order for you. Your help is needed at a nearby object. Mr. Kingsley is waiting right now to give you your assignment. He'll tell you everything himself. Adolf steps aside, glancing down at your boots. He shakes his head morosely. Okay. So I'm being asked for. That's fine. I guess I'll go. Why not? Schmidt steps aside, inviting you to enter. Come in, please. The video phone is on the wall over there. Oh, terminal. Video phone terminal, specifically.
The giant display glows welcomingly when you approach. A red light comes on under the screen's steel hood. The camera is switched on. A gray old man with high cheekbones appears and squints out at you from the screen.
Do you copy?
I do copy.
He leans close to the camera, his glasses glittering.
My name is Martin Kingsley. I'm Chief Officer of Magellan Base. We were supposed to meet in person, but unforeseen circumstances prevented that. One moment. I'll grab your file.
Unforeseen circumstances? I'm getting Half-Life vibes. I told you, whenever they talk about science in progress, this always happens.
He reaches for something out of view and produces a thin folder with your name on the cover. Apparently, your file. Kingsley opens the folder to thumb through the pages. He marks one of the pages with a pencil.
Silverwing. Colleague, I'll be honest with you. It's crucial for me to know my managers. So I'm asking you straight. Why did you choose a career in our division?
I mean, why not? Well, we do have some Silverwing answers, and that's lovely. Seeing as how we're playing a character here, and we're supposed to be, like, a crime boss of some kind, may as well just be honest. Why not? So we can say that we enjoy having power over people. Answer, we're interested in suspicious projects. No. Explain it's all a matter of ambition. We want to make a lot of money and live a prosperous life. Nah, we're all about the power.
Kingsley rests the nib of his pencil on your file and looks at you steadily.
I'll be frank. Your motivation troubles me. As long as I'm in charge, I don't see you getting much further than receptionist.
Oh, I see me getting much further than receptionist.
Kingsley closes the file and folds his hands in front of him.
Thank you for your reply. I learned a little more about you. Now I want you to learn a little bit more about us. Keep in mind, this is not a rehearsed speech.
He assumes a serious expression.
When the dome was discovered in 1971, it became a scientific and media sensation, a worldwide phenomenon, and likely the most significant discovery in the history of mankind.
Kingsley drums his fingers on the unseen desk, his gaze focused somewhere beyond.
I see. You were enticed here by radio advertising, telefilms, and all those interviews, billboards at every turn. Cronus wants the world to see the dome as a stage where something merry and fascinating is going on. But now that you're actually here, I want you to see the real picture.
You can't make out his eyes behind the glare on his spectacles, but he seems to be staring directly at you.
Here's the truth. Nobody was waiting for us inside the dome. It's neither a treasury of technologies nor a cemetery of the ancients. Perhaps what we're doing now is defusing the world's most complicated bomb. Will our mission thrive? I believe so. if we work together and everybody does their part.
He looks back at your file.
I say, do what must be done. Because that's what the concept of the 5 wings is all about.
Kingsley points at the camera.
You're from Silverwing. Special requirements are imposed upon you. You must direct others whilst having no real power. You must provide an illusion of might and well-being, and be honest and wise enough to reconcile your actions with your conscience, no matter that one clashes directly with the other.
Putting the folder aside, he sits back and stares at you in silence. It gets so quiet that the ticking of a clock can be heard through the speakers. Kingsley sighs quietly.
You were probably waiting for some boilerplate welcome speech, but I prefer to talk about real-world problems. Glad to meet you.
Oh, well, I'm so glad that we actually got to have this conversation.
Martin nods slowly.
I apologize once again for this long-distance meeting. Now, as we don't have much time, I'd like to get to the point. I'm sure you're curious why you were taking off the bus to Magellan and brought here instead.
I am?
He moves closer to the camera.
I'm going to show you a short video. Please pay attention.
Okay, I'm watching.
Kingsley's face freezes on screen.
I have an urgent mission for an employee of your background and qualifications. I'd have assigned someone from Magellan, but I'm short on personnel. That's why it has to be a newcomer. I apologize again for the rush, but it seems I have no choice.
Martin noisily clears his throat.
Maybe you've heard about Nashville Base. While preparing the materials for this mission, I came across a short documentary film about the complex. I think you should watch it.
Okay, I'm watching.
The speakers produce a hollow click. Purple, gray, and black spots flicker on the screen. A blurred title, The Cronus Archive 1971 to 1974, was used in the production of this recording, appears at the bottom. The shadow of an airplane flies across a faded yellow desert. A cheery voice fills the room. Every day, our researchers uncover more and more of the dome's secrets. There is no doubt the underground structures, so-called objects, are organized according to some pattern. Though early on, the importance of the relics to scientific research was considered insignificant. The desert dims into the black of a chalkboard. White lines drawn by an invisible hand begin to sketch a schematic of the dome. The narrator continues. By 1972, however, many important discoveries had come to light in a period of only a few months, and the construction of stationary research bases adjacent to the more promising objects began. Personnel moved into Ankara in May of 1972, and within half a year, Boston and Dessau were also brought into service, though the biggest discovery was yet to come.
This is boring, but I'm afraid that I might miss something important.
The picture changes to a chasm suffused with electric light. People bustling about everywhere. The speaker's voice seems to come from a distance. In November of 1973, a massive network of underground caves and a structure of hitherto unseen complexity was discovered in Sector C-12. Soon afterwards, the construction of C-12 Nashville began. The camera glides through dim caverns as the silhouettes of bizarre mechanisms emerge. Metal structures loom up from the dark, surrounded by earth-moving machines and exhausted miners wearing orange jumpsuits. The speaker continues. C-12 Nashville is an innovative research complex located atop the primary relic mining location. The complexity of this object is unique. Communications, the film abruptly cuts out, and Kingsley's face reappears.
The rest of this information is classified. Hopefully you get the main idea. Nashville is a very special place, requiring people with both special qualifications and special clearance level, though yours will do for your task.
Okay. So what's my job?
Martin adjusts his glasses.
So, the task. Nashville base stopped transmitting and receiving signals yesterday evening. A reconnaissance group was sent out earlier today, but we haven't heard anything from them yet either.
The chief officer rubs his forehead.
Normally, I would never give this task to a newcomer like yourself, but I just don't have enough people.
I have been a newcomer enough times to know that these jobs are always given to the newcomer.
He looks down at the documents again.
Furthermore, the group was lacking someone with your specialization. I thought the mission would be quite straightforward and didn't send any administrative personnel. Now I suspect the Nashville situation may be much more complicated.
Kingsley is looking into the camera once more.
Your task is to get to Nashville, figure out whatever's behind the communication problem, get in touch with the group, and work with them to solve the problem.
The chief officer carefully returns the documents to the folder. You notice his hands tremble slightly.
Go downstairs. The truck must be waiting for you in storage. This task is urgent, but a small delay is acceptable if there's anything you need to settle here first. That is all. Any questions?
Nope, I think we got it.
Kingsley's hand reaches toward the camera.
Great to hear. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you later.
All right. So we have our actual job now. So prepare yourself to lead the base's defensive perimeter. Later in the game, you'll be able to acquire your own vehicles, which is nice. Okay, then. So if I look at our objectives... Okay, well, I mean... Okay, that's officially completed now. So a series of strange events. I guess now we have to go and we have to get into the truck. Yes? No? Maybe?
Having a bad day? Squabble with the wife? Scratched up the paint on your car? Ulf, why do you hate me so much? What did I ever do to you?
Let's save the drama. Where's the cargo manifest? I know what it is. I know it came from Campbell, but I can't accept the cargo without the manifest.
Manifests he wants. Always manifests. You're a cold man, Ulf. You're heartless. Hey, did you see that storm? Hell, you want me to go back out there?
Okay, I don't care what you guys are talking about. That's a cool truck. Move the camera. It's like a snowcat, except there's no snow here.
Then go.
It's my last one.
You're heartless, Ulf. Did I tell you that before? Well,
Alright, well, can I just take a truck then? On the dusty door of the truck is a fresh but already starting to wear off tail number 20716. The car gives out the distinct smell of hot sand and gasoline. Open the door, get inside. A tall brown leatherette seat crunches slightly as you climb. It's a little stuffy in the cockpit, the scent of homemade food and cheap cologne. Oh, can I not start it? I guess not. Alright, so then, am I supposed to be going somewhere? If not down here? That's just a waiting area over there. Something up this way then? No. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Maybe that vehicle then? The tractor truck? An orange crawler tractor truck is waiting at gate 3. The vehicle's number has been scrubbed off by the desert wind and sand. This must be the transport Kingsley spoke of. The driver's side is half open. A young woman sitting sideways in the driver's seat, her legs hanging out.
Howdy.
She offers her hand. Hi. I'm Clara Morgan, and you're the novice going to Nashville, right? What's your name? How do you feel? Do you mind if I smoke in the car? Her handshake is surprisingly firm. She smells of soap, some fragrance, and slightly of gasoline. Alright, well, we'll be polite. We'll introduce ourselves. She smiles. Glad to meet you too. How'd you like the load capsule? And the funicular? I've got nuts if you want some. Or candy? I got some chocolate-covered fruit. Try some. Did you know candied fruit are dried, then boiled in syrup? I did not know that. You climb into the truck and plunk yourself down in the passenger seat. The truck seems bigger on the inside. A wooden rosary is hanging from the driver's mirror. The radio murmurs quietly. Alright, well, I guess we just enjoy the ride then. Clara slams her door. Are we going then? Should probably go now. The roads are bad, very little asphalt. Dirt tracks mostly. God willing, we'll get there before the storm hits. Mind if I turn the radio up a bit? Do you like music? Blues? Gospel? For instance, like, Well, you can't make out exactly what Carol likes. The roar of the engine smothers the rest of her sentence, and the truck lurches into motion. And just like that, we're on the way.
The highway leading to C-12 Nashville is blocked by an anomalous storm, and you're forced to detour over a mountain pass. Soon, the radiator boils over, and you have to stop. Clara lifts up the hood and thoroughly examines the steaming radiator.
The engine's boiling, so we'll have to wait. You do know what happens when a car boils, right?
The Blue shuts her mouth abruptly and stares anxiously at the dark funnel cloud dancing on the horizon. Now that you're on higher ground, it's clear that the storm has overtaken a fairly large section of road. It will be difficult to pass.
So what do we do now then?
The Blue looks at the engine again.
We wait. As soon as it cools down, we'll go. This storm worries me more, but it's not an insurmountable problem. I heard there are some relics at the local gas station that protect against anomalies. You could even accidentally step on one out here, they say. Mysterious are the ways of the Lord.
Alright, so then we just have to investigate the gas station, find a relic that protects us. There should be plenty. And then we can move on.
Morgan thinks for a moment.
It's a combination cafe gas station called Roadside Picnic. Never been there myself, but there's something off about it. There are several anomalies around there and weird relics. Supposedly, machines and structures decay much faster than they should in that area. But maybe that's just a story.
Maybe, but we don't have too many other options. However, this seems like a really good place to stop, actually. We've been at this for a while. And who knows, maybe we can come back and pick up where we left off. But yeah, I think I'm going to do just that. Does it autosave, or do I have to save it myself? Guess I got to save it myself. No, wait. It autosaves. We're going to make a new save anyway, though. Maybe? Create new save? Oh, okay, yeah. Create new save. So, we'll go with live 0. And there we go. Game saved. Not too bad. So, that's Encased. Hardcore, just classic RPG. I did not expect that from this game. Although, honestly, kind of glad I'm doing it this way, because I don't think this would have made a great series. It's a little on the slow side. Judging by the fact that, you know, everybody died of boredom while they were watching. It's okay though. Not every game is going to be thrilling. Still, seems like a good kind of solo game. I might come back and finish it later. I might even finish it later on stream if anyone's still interested in seeing it. Otherwise, maybe next week we take a look at a different game from the Humble Bundle that we didn't try. There's still several out there, including that one Midgard game. I don't know. We still got a week to make the decision, so I'm going to leave it off like that. We'll make a decision at some point during the week as to what we're going to be doing next Sunday, and we'll tackle it then. So, I guess with that being said, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get notified of every video that comes out. If you know somebody else who might enjoy this, either watching afterwards or more preferably joining us on the live stream, share the video with them. And failing all of that, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and I guess I'll see you next week. So until then, take care.